Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese sweets and treats. Today we have two treats to try from Japan Candy Box. So the first is our Grape Ramune candy. Fairly straightforward. We've had a number of Ramune candies on the channel, and they've been super fun, so I'm really excited to get to try one, especially one that is a flavored. So often they've been just like a plain soda flavor, so I do think this is going to be a lot of fun. We also have some fortune chocolates. So these are kind of interesting because I don't know how well you can see, but there is a word printed underneath each of these. And that just kind of represents one aspect of your life. And behind them on the foil is a symbol printed. And there's just this little guide here at the bottom, right? Fairly straightforward. There's a triangle, an X, circle, and a double circle. I don't know what these mean off the top of my head, uh, but we're going to try the chocolates and just see how they taste. I think this should be interesting. I am looking forward to trying these. So with all that in mind, let's get started. Itadakimasu! So starting with our Grape Ramune candy. And we're going to do it this way. There we go. I can already smell it. Always a good sign. Always a good sign. So here we have just this powdery tablet. It just sort of melts away in your mouth and just kind of vanishes. But has this really nice, lovely grape flavor that is really pretty strong. It's really kind of fun. It is a little different. I'm not sure that I've really had a lot of the melting candies here where I am in the US. And if you haven't had the chance to try them, I would highly recommend. They are super fun. And this one's really good. It's really tasty. And I also just have to say, I love when snack makers get a little creative with their packaging. This is super cute. This is so, so cute. A lot of fun. I really appreciate it. So moving on to our fortune chocolates. We're just going to do this top one here. It is the circle. It's just this little chocolate. It's not super great. So there's, a candy shell on these. That's how they get their color. It's kind of on the thick side, and then inside the chocolate itself is kind of hard, and it's not super pleasant texture or taste. But that said, I do think while the channel is much more focused on, like, the treats themselves, I do think this is one of those where the fun really is in the whole fortune thing and just the experience. And from that respect, it is kind of fun. I think if I knew what these meant, uh, it'd be a lot of fun kind of going through this. I do think this is one of the few times where usually just because this is such we do focus mostly on the food. I'm usually of the opinion, if the food isn't great, then it's not really worth it. But if you're curious about these sorts of things, this one really does feel very different. This isn't something that I really see outside of these boxes. Uh, and this is just kind of a big part of Japanese culture is these fortune type things, right? Going to the shrine, getting your fortune. They even think to make fortune chocolates. And it's not the only thing we've gotten where it's like, hey, it's going to do this thing and it's going to tell your fortune. So from that aspect, if you're kind of interested in Japanese culture and that sort of thing, it might be worth it just for the experience, but not for the chocolate, not for the candies, not for the candies. Gochiso-sama. So to recap, we tried our Grape Ramune candy, which was super fun. It was the melt-away kind of ramune candy, and the grape flavor was really pretty good, really tasty, really fun. I really enjoyed it. We also tried our fortune chocolates, which are better enjoyed for the experience as opposed to the chocolate themselves. Yeah, these are fun. These are fun, but it's definitely something you do for the experience as opposed to the candy. So keep that in mind if you get the chance to try them. Just keep that in mind. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, the link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Johnny.